Elon Musk goes on Joe Rogan's podcast and exposes the biggest scam in political history. Let's get straight off into this.
But what is the purpose of allowing all those people into the country? It can't be. I wouldn't imagine that anyone in their society supports this.
Well, let me explain. This is a diabolical scam. What they do is they divert the Medicaid funds and turn it into a slush fund for the states that goes well beyond emergency medical care.
So it begins with emergency medical care. Because it is important that people who need health care can get it, a flood of people utilizing that service drives up health care. So if you care about insurance, illegal immigration is a topic of concern.
Because you mentioned, for example, how much, say, Hillary and Obama have changed their tune from prior speeches where they were hard-nosed about not letting in anyone who's a criminal into the country, having secure borders, all that stuff. So why did they change their tune?
And most people do not realize how this is actually working. Like, wait a minute, you're telling me that people are here illegally, using our banking system, going into debt, using credit cards. What happens to that debt?
And New York and California would be bankrupt without the massive fraudulent federal payments that go to those states to pay for illegals.
Their ability to balance budget is dependent upon illegals getting funding?
The scam level here is so staggering.
But Elon Musk
I think that a lot of this stuff, it makes total sense. Why would we be giving millions of dollars to illegal immigrants? I've seen videos of illegal immigrants being like, I got $15K in EBT and food stamps and a $10,000 stipend for living and housing expenses. It begs the question, there's a reason that they're doing this at a deeper level. They're not just doing this because we're considerate people. That's not how it is. They're not just doing this because they're nice, because we're nice. We're doing this for a reason, and more than likely, because we live in the biggest capitalist country in the world, in my opinion, it's money motivated.
Takes it to another level. He's talking about the fraudulent payments that Doge found and how if you were to cut off that spigot, it would affect this entire larger strategy.
California and New York and Illinois lie like crazy and say that these are all legitimate payments. Well, these days I think they're even admitting that they literally want hundreds of billions of dollars for illegals. But for a while there, they're trying to deny it.
My understanding is that is what the government shutdown is at a stalemate over. One side wants that health care to be accessible for illegal immigrants, and one side is saying that that's a game we cannot play because it is important for the little girl with a mom who can't pay for health care to be able to show up to the ER and get that care. And if we're going to play by these terms, that game is going to become impossible.
They start off.
And dude, my whole opinion is let's just put America first, dude. Let's put our Americans first. People that were born here, raised here, or have immigrated here illegally and have paperwork, I think we should take care of our own people first. I really do. Every other country does it. Every other country takes care of their own people first. Why are we the only people that's like, yeah, you can come over from wherever, it doesn't matter, no background check, come on by, it doesn't matter, and we'll take care of you? See, that's a problem to me.
Off by saying it's not true, it's a right-wing conspiracy theorist.
Right.
Then it starts. Then it's like, I think the next step is, well, it might be true, and then it's like, okay, it is true.
But here's why it's
good. And then
good.
the final step is, yeah, it's true, and here's why it's good.
Yeah.
And there was a time where that side was denying this completely, and yet now they're making it a negotiation demand.
And it's like, but wait a second, you started off saying it's untrue and it's a right-wing conspiracy theorist. Now you're saying it not only is it true, but it's a good thing, and we must do more of it.
And they would apply that same logic to everything that Elon Musk lays out here. They would claim this is a right-wing conspiracy, even though he goes out of his way to point out that this is how the laws are written. They would dispute that, yes, it's logically possible, but that's not our goal. That's not what we want. That's a subjective measurement. We can't really ever even know that. All we can determine is, is this logically possible?
Now we're finding out this is part of the reason why this is government shutdown that's going on right now.
Yes, the entire basis for the government shutdown is that the Trump administration correctly does not want to send massive amounts of, like, hundreds of billions of dollars to fund illegal immigrants in the blue states, or in all the states, really. If that is turned off, the illegals will leave. The Democratic Party will lose a lot of voters.
And Elon points out...
And I'm cool with that. I'm cool with us not funding people that aren't from here. Dude, I'm cool with that. There's so many veterans right now that need help. Like, what's the percentage of homeless people that are veterans? Percentage of homeless people that are veterans. Let's just look this up. Veterans make up approximately 5 to 14% of the homeless population, depending over the specific count and how homeless is defined. While veterans are overrepresented in the homeless population compared to their percentage of general population, which is about 7% of the U.S. adult population.
Stupid.
The overall number of homeless veterans has been decreasing since 2010. Well, that's a good thing, but I think we should try to take care of them first before we take care of somebody that is here illegally.
Not only is this logically possible, this would be a highly effective plan. It would work, and it has worked.
And by the way, it's a strategy that, if allowed to work, would work. And in fact, has worked.
And now we're going to move into the crux of what he claims is the overall strategy, and it's staggering.
Which is that when we do the census in the United States, the way the census works for apportionment of congressional seats and electoral college votes for the president is by number of persons in a state. Not number of citizens.
Right.
It's number of people. So you could literally be a tourist, and you will count.
Yes, that will logically incentivize states to try and get as many people with a pulse as possible.
Yeah, see, that makes sense why those blue states want so much immigration, because they'll have more power in the electoral college. It makes sense.
A pulse. Then you count in the census for allocating congressional seats and presidential votes.
It's going to count everyone. And those numbers are what...
That's terrifying that's how they break it up. In my opinion, that is absolutely terrifying. Chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree. The fact that they're basing it just off of bodies, warm bodies, insane.
That strategy and cement a supermajority. That is what they're trying to do.
So this would be the end goal. This is what they are working towards, according to Elon. So the overall goal is for power.
So they'll get more congressional seats. They'll get more presidential electoral college votes, that would get them the House, a majority in the House, and they would get to decide who is president. Based on illegals. These are not disputed facts by either party. I want to emphasize that's in Ken.
Yeah, this is not a...
It's a power play, dude. It's Sun Tzu. It's the art of war. It's playing by the rules to get the desired outcome. You know, like I can't fault the Democrats for doing this because it's part of the game. They're playing the game. I mean, it's a smart play. I hope they don't win this one, but it's a smart play.
These are not disputed facts by either party.
And he emphasizes that this is just how the law is written. Unfortunately, it should not be that way, but this is how it's written presently.
This is just the way the law works. The way it should work is that only U.S. citizens should count in the census for purposes of determining voting power.
Because people that aren't legal can't vote.
California and New York have made it illegal to show your photo ID when voting.
Wow.
Thus, effectively, they've made...
But you need a license to drive a car. You need a license to do a lot of things. You want to drive a car. You want to be able to, I believe, buy a gun. You got to have a license. You get hired at a new job. They want to see your license. You want to board a plane. They got to see your license. What are we talking about here?
It's impossible to prove fraud. Impossible. They've essentially legalized fraudulent voting in California and New York.
So that would essentially turn the entire country into California.
Yes.
Where you have differing opinions, but it doesn't matter because one party is always in control.
Yep.
Yes. And Democrats want to keep the money spigot going to incent illegal immigrants to come into the U.S.
To me, that's fascist. That's what fascism is right there.
Who will vote for them. That's the crux of the battle.
And then he says something very interesting, and he acknowledges how Hillary Clinton and Obama used to have a similar policy on illegal immigration, and yet it has changed. Why?
If you have open borders and you provide a ton of government handouts, which creates a massive financial incentive for people from other countries to come to your country, and you don't prosecute them for crime, they're going to be beholden to you, and they will vote for you. And that's why Obama and Hillary went from being against open borders to being in favor of open borders. That's the reason.
Which leads us to deportations.
Immigration enforcement has been overzealous because they're not going to be perfect. There'll be cases where they've been overzealous.
It's not just what you do, but how you do it. You can disagree with how some of these deportations are occurring. There's always going to be imperfections.
But if you say that the standard must be perfection for expelling illegals, then you will not get any expulsion.
If this
Yeah, that's so true. There's no perfect way to get rid of people. It's just like when you kick somebody out of a party. No perfect way to do it. You know, kick somebody out of your house, kick somebody out of a place that you maybe own, or even evicting a tenant. There's no perfect way to do any of this stuff. But I think that's what the left wants. They want to see the right be the temperate one and be the one to do it perfectly, which it's impossible. It's absolutely impossible, especially when we want to get to a point where it's the American citizens' voices that matter the most, which is what I think it should be. It's what I think it should be. But I just don't know if we're ever going to get to a point where the left is going to stop using this tactic. It seems like it's a tactic they're going to use, and they're going to keep using it. So I don't know. This is wild. This is really wild. Did y'all hear about Jeff Bezos apparently is doing a deal with Ford right now where you can buy used Ford vehicles on Amazon. Imagine getting on Amazon and you give your phone to your kid or something like that, and they accidentally order a used Ford Focus. Can you imagine, bro? I saw that. We were on Cass and I were watching Amazon Prime. We're switching gears here, chat. We're switching gears. Should we give Loki a treat? He looks really cute back there. Let's give him a treat. You want a chicken, Jack? Shout out to Carbon for the chicken jerky. Loki free. Shake. Good boy. Wait. Free. Free. Big bag, big bag. What was I talking about? Oh, Cass and I were watching something on Amazon Prime the other day. Now when they play ads on Amazon Prime, there's a pop-up that comes up where you can scan a QR code that's like, put this in your cart, or click here to add to your cart. This is terrifying. I remember back in my day when you had to dial a number in the next 5 minutes so you could get it for $19.99, and they'll give you an extra one if you call in the next 3 minutes. That was the TV guide stuff that I grew up around. But now they have it. You're watching ads. You can click on stuff to just make money right there. It's crazy. You can buy cars on Amazon. You can buy used Fords, which I don't know who'd want a used Ford. Cass and I had a Lincoln before we got our new family vehicle. We had a Lincoln. And boy, howdy, that Lincoln was dog water trash. It was not good. It was not good one bit, bro. It was really bad, actually. It was really bad. So the first, I'd say 2 months we had it. Yeah, the first 2 months we had it, it already was giving us issues. The battery was giving out. It was terrible. All right, let's see what we got here. American on Snap says she gets so much money, she's had money left over the last couple months in a row. She laughs on camera telling taxpayers they can't tell her what to spend her EBT on. She goes to Walmart and orders a custom Sonic cake with leftover money just because she can. This is the world we are living in.
I am a SNAP benefits receiver, and some of y'all on here like to think that you can tell me what I'm allowed to spend my SNAP benefits on. No, that ain't happening around here. If you're new here, on November 1st, I had people judging me on what I spent my SNAP benefits on. You can go look at that grocery haul if you want. I'm giving you something else you can judge me on, because I just love stirring the pot. I am so very blessed to still have money left over from the month of October and the month of September. So today, I have no idea how much sugar I just put in that because I was looking at you guys. We are going to Walmart ordering and paying for my son's 4th birthday cake. Ow. That ain't funny. Quit laughing. I'm so very blessed to say that I still think that I can get a whole grocery haul even after I purchase this cake. We have only had SNAP benefits for 2.5 months. We received them our first full month in September, and then I was also back
full arm sleeve. I'm gonna go ahead and guess you're a
single mom.
Paid for 2 weeks of August. So September we got a lot of money from SNAP.
I'm sorry, but if you have enough money to get your entire sleeve done on your arm, you should have enough money to pay for your own freaking groceries, dude. Shots fired! This is what pisses me off, dude. I pay so much in taxes, chat. Once I went from being a W-2 employee to being self-employed and doing YouTube full-time, I pay so much in taxes, bro. It's unreal. Thousands of dollars. I'm paying in taxes what I used to make fresh out of college. Dead ass. Every quarter, thousands of dollars. A lot of money. 5 figures in freaking taxes. And I'm writing off as much as I can, chat, but I sit at home. It's not like I have a fleet of vehicles or a bunch of employees. It's just different, you know? So this pisses me off because I'm essentially buying her son her little Sonic birthday cake.
We were so beyond blessed, if you guys know anything about our story. So we have been so very blessed the last few months to be able to splurge at the grocery store a little bit. Today, we're going to Walmart and we're ordering my kid his 4th birthday cake. I keep wanting to say present. His 4th birthday cake. And he wants it to be Sonic. We're going all out, okay? And I'm bringing you with me, but first we gotta get ready. Let's go. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. And just like that, we're at Walmart. Let's go. It's been a few hours and I have all 3 kids with me now and one of them is asleep.
All 3 kids.
Single mom.
So this is gonna be fun. Here we go. We made it. Okay, so we picked out this cake. I'm wanting a Sonic cake. We definitely want this guy on there.
Still not mouthing well today. Just say you're stupid.
Stupid.
I say it all the time. I'm dumb.
Oh, yeah. Let me make sure I have that kid. Okay. If not, then I'll just go look for
What I don't get is how she got ready and looked worse.
a little toy. And just like that, we have his cake ordered. I didn't have to pay for it today, so I pay for it whenever I pick it up. So I just need to make sure that I save $19 on my SNAP benefit so I can pay for it when I come to get it. Wow. I'm just feeling incredibly blessed that I even have that much left over. But if you've made it this far in the video and you know of any resources at all that can possibly help people in your area or your state, if you could please use the comment section to put those resources in the comment section.
Oh my God, dude. I have to stop watching chat. It's the e-begging. Help people do this. And if you know any other programs to give out free money. Oh my God. Here's a quote by, who's this? Thomas Sowell? I guess that's how you say it. No society ever thrived because it had a large and growing class of parasites living off those who produce. It's what it feels like, man. Dude, this is so true right here. Replace EBT SNAP with MREs and watch everybody get jobs. That's so true. Who wants free stuff? Who wants to pay for other people's free stuff, bro? That's for real though, my dildo. That to me is crazy work. Oh my God. Her shower is gross just like she is. Like bro. I just don't get it. I'm too old to live in democratic socialism. I'm addicted to luxuries like toilet paper, electricity, food, and clean water. Oh my God. We live in a society where people use $1,400 phone to check their food stamp balance. Oh my God. Oh, you thought you can control my grocery list? Sorry, but this EBT is my golden ticket. Cake for breakfast, lunch, and dinner if I want. That's so true. It drives me up a freaking wall that this is what people can do with this EBT. This is insane. All right, switching gears again. Woman says she was sick and needed a moment alone to recover after her husband asked. She told him to leave her be. He hasn't spoken to her in 2 weeks. Said, you don't tell your husband to leave you alone, then blocked her on every app. Okay, let's see what we got here, baby girl.
I haven't spoken to my husband in 2 weeks. And we still live in the same house.
I'm gonna keep it at that. Well, I can't hear you, so you're done. Okay, sorry. I thought that was a good clip here. Here's another. I don't always listen to these. I'm just like, oh, that one looks good. What do we got here? Excited to announce I've accepted a job for $15 an hour at my local McDonald's. I graduated from Cornell with a 4.0 GPA and have a master's in engineering. Bro, so many women right now and men are going out and getting these useless degrees, thinking that they should be compensated fairly for something that is useless. That's why I always tell people, don't get these two things mistaken. Don't get competency mistaken for compensation. Because what happens is you think because you're smart and you have a degree or you have, accolades, or you've went far academically, that you should make a lot of money. That's not the case. Cass and I know people that have doctorate degrees in the dumbest things that make $50,000-$60,000 a year, and they're professors. Well, you got a dumb degree, dude. You're not going to make $150,000 a year. It's always about what the market deems is valuable. Your underwater basket weaving degree isn't valuable in the marketplace. Plumbing is. Being an electrician is. That's why I think we should keep paying all the guys that are doing the hard jobs, the laborious jobs, the welders, the plumbers, the electricians, the arborists, the truckers, anybody that works blue collar, that busts up concrete, that digs up lines to put lines down, like anybody that does stuff like that, we should pay those guys a lot of money. People that keep the infrastructure going. Not you, because you got a doctorate degree in underwater basket weaving and did a dissertation on the microfibers that it takes to make a basket. That's not what we should be doing. What is this here? Walmart grocery haul for a low-income fam of 6.
We got our food stamps, so let's get into a motherfucking Walmart grocery haul.
Is it me or can none of them speak? Frozen. Dog crap. Okay. Frozen. 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 Popcorn. Hawaiian rolls. You got off-brand everything else, but you sure didn't skimp on those. Boba. Don't need that. 0 nutritional value. Out of a box.
Not 1, not 2, but 3.
Velveeta noodles. Crappy carbs, okay? Don't forget the barbecue sauce. Are those frozen pancakes? Frozen. Processed cheese. Oh, okay, you got those. More frozen crap. 1 onion, okay. Habaneros, okay, some other stuff. Head of lettuce. Maybe it's cabbage. Wow, out of all that, it was all processed crap. All processed crap. There was something else I was going to comment on that. Where are we at? Oh. So have y'all ever heard, I don't know if y'all have ever heard this, but there's a difference between having juice and sauce. Have you ever heard this, chat? Put a 1 in the chat if you have. Some people say, man, he's got the juice. Other people say, man, he's got the sauce. The difference between juice and sauce is this. If somebody says, man, you got the juice can last. It's just like that orange juice in your fridge. It's got a shelf life of maybe a month. 3-4 weeks, right? You know what I mean? With that sauce, how long you had that barbecue sauce in your fridge? Months. The sauce is forever. The juice is temporary, bro. That's what I'm saying. Oh my God, what is this? Lord have mercy. Are you using a what? That's like rusty. You're putting that on your eye?
Brother,
what are you doing? Oh my God, you gotta be dumber than a bag of dildos to think that was a good idea. Shots fired! Bro, this is so easy. I just scroll on Twitter and this is what it is. This is everything that I see right here. This is I don't even have to try. I just scroll a little bit. Boom, it's easy.
Does anyone know?
Okay, somebody says, this isn't satire. A Gen Zer from Brooklyn is genuinely asking where to get quarters. And just because it's fun to connect the dots, 78% of her generation helped Mom Donnie win, while Brooklyn alone has over 300 bakes. New York City is absolutely cooked.
Asking for a friend. Does anyone know where to get quarters?
A bank. You ain't gonna get pennies or quarters at an ATM.
In Brooklyn. Or more specifically, does anyone know how to exchange pennies and dimes and nickels into quarters?
Bro, it's called, what's that thing called, chat? What's that thing called, chat? Oh my God. Change machine that gives you cash. What is that? What was that called? Coinstar. Oh my God. I used to tear up them Coinstars, chat. Chat, y'all ever do these? Y'all ever do these? A change machine that gives you cash is a kiosk like a Coinstar. Oh my God, I used to do those all the time.
Again, asking for a friend.
Asking for yourself, don't lie.
It's not like I need to do laundry or anything. But yeah, if somebody knows where to exchange pennies, dimes, and nickels.
Good Lord, if Down Bad had a face, it would be hers. Shots fired! That's one reason I can't live in the big city, dude. There's no way I could live in the big city anymore because I like having my own space. I like having my own washer and dryer. I like having my own room. I like not sharing walls with people. Living in an apartment sucks. Even if you live in a penthouse or a high-rise, having your own house is so much better. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree, chat.
Can someone tell me what MAGA men find attractive?
Not you.
Shots fired! So that I can wear the complete opposite.
Honey, you're winning already.
Thanks.
Yeah, she's pretty much nailed it. Be overweight and wear the stupid grandma glasses. You're doing just fine. You're doing just fine. You have nothing to worry about, honey. You have nothing to worry about. Let's see here. All right, another clip from the Whatever podcast. You know, I always love it when Brian posts some good stuff.
Ask everyone to rate their own looks on a scale of 1 to 10. You can't pick 7.
I'll pick a 6.
Kate, what about you?
10.
Love it.
8.
10.
Bro, you was not no 8.
Kate, what about you?
10.
Love it.
8.
Nah, bro, I hate to break it to you. You're like a 4 or 5. Amaranth, I'm gonna give her a 6 as well.
10.
8.
Cap.
8.
Cap.
8, okay.
I'll give my face a 10.
Yo! You're gonna give your face a 10? I'm gonna give your voice a 5.
Whoop de doo.
Okay, what about you?
I would say a 9.
Oh!
Big back, big back.
Boy?
1.
Hey, at least she's being honest, bro.
This is the most ridiculous numbers I've ever heard.
This is actually.
Why
no,
would
go
I
ahead.
not
You
be
can go
able to
ahead.
say
I'll-
I think I'm a 9?
Because you're not.
But
Fuck, it's
if
not.
it's
Not
all-
even. Not in any
are we
conceivable universe
are
in
we going
anywhere
off-
that there's
Hey,
alien
Gorlock
life. Or
said
you're
10,
a 9.
so I-
This is the most beautiful fucking women on planet Earth are a 9. Where are these fucking delusional shook come? I gotta have a smoke.
What do you think if you were in a room
He said, I gotta have a smoke. Poor Andrew.
with a cross section of 100,000 men? What do you think they would rate you on average?
A 1.
9.
Y'all like those muscle mommies, chat? Y'all weird for that. Muscle mommies? Where's a muscle mommy at? Ugh. She'll pick you up and do you, you know what I mean? You ain't even bucking her, she bucking you at that point. Shoulders wide as a truck.
I would still think they would rate me an 8. Have lost a ton of weight. I do.
You have ate the delusion. Oh, you've lost a ton of weight? Oh, then you're cooked. Baby, you got the tension scribble across your chesticles. You're cooked.
Even though I'm a little more baggy, I actually have a pretty general preferred body type. I do have plenty of men who come up to me in places and find me attractive and message me, and I have followings on social media, and I don't understand why. Just because I'm covered up, I have a very preferred curvy body type. Yeah.
You're a liar.
I would think I would be an 8 in most men's eyes. If they were all 100 men rated me, yeah, I would.
Okay.
You're a liar.
Okay, what about you, Lola?
10.
Ask everyone.
This is the world we live in, chat. This is the world we live in. She's lost a bunch of weight. She's knows she's not in great shape. I'm a 10. I am a 10. That's just what it is. The big thing for me when it comes to rating yourself, and chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree. This is how I view the rating system. You rate how the opposite sex sees you. You don't rate how you feel about yourself. Because if that was the case, everybody should be, I'm a 10. I'm amazing. You have all this confidence, which is great. It's good to have confidence, but these modern women have arrogance, not even confidence. Confidence is not caring what other people think of you. Arrogance is telling people they should think a certain way about you. Well, you should think about this. I'm this, so you should respect me this way. No. Confidence is, hey, I know how I feel about myself. You can say whatever you want to me. You're not going to bother me. I have control over how I react in any situation. I'm unbothered no matter what you do. That's confidence. Arrogance is you have to treat me a certain way because I say you have to. That's arrogance. And see, that's the problem with a lot of modern women is they have an inflated sense of self and ego, and they think they're way up higher on the food chain when in actual reality, they're mid at best.
Shots fired.
Talking about she's an 8 or a 9 or a 10. Baby girl, what universe are we talking? What galactoid universe are we talking about? No. Were you abducted by aliens? You really think you're a 9 or a 10? Are you getting 9 or 10 results? Is Maxim magazine hitting you up? Do you have a modeling contract? Have you been in Vogue? Is Playboy banging your line relentlessly to get you on the cover? No. They're not.
How about no?
So you're not an 8, 9, or a 10. See, this is the thing that I think men understand. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. Men understand that if you're ridiculously good looking, you will be validated by other women, so you will know if you're good looking or not. The thing is with women, They get validation from men because men are simps nowadays. We have a simp epidemic going on. They get this validation from men. But the thing is, these are not men they would actually date, but they take that validation of the men they wouldn't date and they tie it to their self-worth, and they think, oh, all these men that I wouldn't date and wouldn't take serious think I'm awesome. I must be awesome. That's not the case. It's not the case. You're mid at best. You're mid at best. You know, we talk a lot about these OF thoughts. We do, chat. And this young lady right here, former Texas OF model, quits content creation for a 9-to-5 job and says her life has been much better since quitting, even though she gave up a lot of money and didn't have to work as hard. So I'm going to commend this woman. I'm going to commend her. Mainly the reason why is because there's so many women that would not do this right now. So many women. Here, I'm going to move this over so you guys can see. She works a regular job. You know, good for her. Good for her on doing this. This is good. This is what we need to see more of, is women quitting this stuff. The problem is, though, chat.
It's been almost a year already since I have left adult content creation.
The problem is she's got the mark of the beast. People can look your name up and see you busted wide open. People splitting you like Moses did the Red Sea. Chuck E. Cheekage getting cracked like a walnut at Christmas. So it's bad. Now, I commend her for going and getting a regular job. But at the same time, no dude's going to take you serious just because you work at Outback Steakhouse.
To go back to a regular 9-to-5, and let me tell you something, I have not been more fulfilled. Yes, I don't make the same money as I used to before, but my gosh, I feel so much better now about myself and about the people that I bring around me. I decided to leave OnlyFans almost a year ago because I wanted to go and follow Jesus with all my heart, soul, and mind.
What'd I tell y'all, bro? A 304's final form is a religious woman. Shubha Anaya should have bought a Honda, put it on a t-shirt. They always turn to God. Jesus will save you.
Finally making that decision and never going back. And let me tell you something, guys. It has not been easy. I have had my ups and downs, but I am so at peace, so happy that I do not feel obligated to have to do anything for anybody in a way that I don't want to do it.
This is the thing, though. These women realize that it's so unfulfilling just selling your body online, and they realize how degrading and immoral it actually is. And for some women, it actually hits them. And they're like, you know what? I'm worth more than my body. Because the thing is women are marketers and men are salesmen. Ladies, if you sell men this facade of just you show off your body, you get your cheeks busted online, that's what men are going to think of you. They're never going to take you serious and want to actually date you. A lot of these women hit the wall and they realize I have no eligible men. Nobody wants to wife me. Nobody wants to be with me. Because I don't know about you guys, chat, but if I would have found out that Cass was doing OF when I met her, it would have been adios.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
Sayonara. I can't do it. There's no badge of honor in doing it. I tell men, do not save these women. You do not have a cape. Unless I do. Do I have a cape? One sec, chat. No cape. Hey, shout out to my barber, dog. Slice me to pieces. Well, I'm feeling like a slice of Chuck E. Cheese, brother. But once you've been slanging the Chuck E. Cheekage like these women, bro, you just can't. You can't go back. There's not a switch you can go back and say, you know what? I want to be a holy woman. You know, I want to leave all my thottery behind. It doesn't work like that. The pool of men that you're going to have is going to be slim to none. For the first time in history, oh, here we go. Let's see. Do I need to slide this back over here? Let's slide this back over here. God, I'm not a professional. I try my best to be professional. This is a post from Benny Johnson. I was just talking about Benny Johnson. This man hustles. For the first time in history, women want marriage less than men. In 1993, 83% of women wanted marriage. Men, 76%. Today, women, 61%. Men, 76%. Men have pretty much stayed the same. The reason? Housing. Men want a home before marrying. They don't want to bring their bride to a frat house. Women want children, but not in an apartment with 100 strangers and no privacy. Home ownership is the foundation of marriage and family. Without it, marriage and children decline. And America's future is at stake. This is a crisis. I agree. It's so hard to buy a house. Cass and I didn't buy a house until I've been here for 2 years. I was 33. And the thing is, chat, we bought a cheap home. $200,000, 3.2, 1,200 square feet. Not a big crib. I didn't buy a lavish crib, but I moved to a small town. Here's the cheat code, chat. Here's the cheat code that saved me. Move to the city, find a good lucrative job, and then see if you can get it remote, and then move to a small town. That's what I did. I worked in Dallas, I worked in Austin, I got a good job, I got a good remote job, got a nice salary, and said, hey, let's move back to Cass's hometown so I can go invest in property and buy a home. And now my mortgage now is less than my rent was in Dallas. And I keep my spending really low. I keep it really low. My whole plan, chat, is to retire by the time I'm 50. If I can retire in 15 years, I'm going to grind this YouTube stuff out. I'm going to post every day for 15 years straight. And I'm hoping that one day I'll be able to retire and drink mojitos and make some travel content or something like that. But until then, your boy's got to grind. It is what it is. Ain't that right, Looks?
Damn.
But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It was good to have you guys out, man. Until next time. Peace.